All right, y'all. We are here. Episode 4. What is good, everybody? What is up?
What
Four,
up, man?
4 PF.
4 PF, Ep.4, four lifers, whatever you want to
Okay.
use the number 4. 4 for 4, whatever you want to call it, man.
Now,
This
why would
is
you
the young.
just make me mad
Back.
like that?
That's all you need
How'd
to
I
know.
make
We
you
back.
mad?
Yes.
All right, y'all. As y'all know, it's the Young and Ignant podcast, and as y'all see, it's another one of them days. Y'all only got half of us this time, but no fret. The show must go on. We wish the other 3 well. Hopefully, everything is cool with them, and we'll hope for another great day where all 6 of us will be here in the later future. But it's cool though.
For
But
sure.
starting off with the show. Obviously, if y'all seen the show already, y'all know my name is Regg, straight out the DMV, Maryland. That is.
It's
I'm
your boy
Keely, straight
Quan.
out of Minneapolis. Oh, shit. Go ahead. My bad. Sorry.
You? Okay. All right. I'm Quan from the DMV as well, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm from, man. Get that seven
and I'm
five in your head.
and I'm Keely, straight out of Minneapolis.
How's everybody's day been today so far?
I slept most of it because I work at night. Woke up to a really good
Long
show.
day,
It
man.
was pretty nice.
Better work all day,
Man,
better work all week. I'm tired as hell. But a nigga
man,
still here, man. Still surviving.
it's
Exactly.
been a
Blessed to
wild week
live
for me.
another day.
It's been a wild week for me, man. Drove all the way out. I drove out to Baltimore, then from Baltimore all the way out to DC, and then I spent 3 hours in traffic from DC back home. That was
Oh,
my
you put some
day.
miles up this week.
That was my day yesterday, and I did not want to leave the house again the rest of that day.
Oh, that was a day. God damn.
But I ended it off on a somewhat good note. You know what I'm saying? College football is finally here, and I watched the Nebraska versus Minnesota game last night. Now, for those that don't know, even though I reside in Maryland, I'm actually from Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. So I still rock with the home team a little bit. And that
Yeah.
was a good game, even though we lost. Minnesota should have never won that game in the first place. But we took that. Listen,
Hey,
our defense is what kept
the first week of
the
college
game
football.
going.
Mm,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
looking dead at you. Minnesota was not supposed to win that game, but they ended up winning anyway. But I'm not too mad because our quarterback. I like him. He's like a good ass quarterback. He's a transfer from I want to say Georgia Tech, and he made a couple mistakes, but I'm not going to blame the whole game on him. The defense is what kept us in the game. But damn, the ending was crazy. Like a mistake that messed up everything.
It takes just one mistake, just one wrong
Craziest,
move.
the craziest L was Florida. They lost.
Bruh, they
I
got
think
they
Utah
asses
beat them.
kicked last night by Utah.
That shit was crazy.
Y'all have heard from that dude, what's his name, that track and field runner, Noah Lyles, about that comment that he made on NBA World Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that. Bro.
It was BS to you?
It was.
Hold on.
No, come on. I
All right,
agree with him.
let me see. Hold on real quick
I
before we
mean,
even
I
say
get
anything.
it.
Let's play it for the people. Let's play it for the people real quick. I already got it up.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the US at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
Keely, you say you agree with him. Why do you agree with him?
Because just like you said, like the Olympics, y'all play in every single country in the world. So that is considered a world champion. Now, in the NBA, we're playing in the States. So that makes sense. So state champions, I don't understand that. But still, it's been going on so long, so you can't take that away from the NBA. It'd just be real different trying to change it.
Well, as of right now, there's a lot of people on his head, NBA players, um, fans of the NBA, and celebrities who are also fans of the NBA, like Drake himself. They've been on that man's head. And there's been a lot of comments being said saying that he needs along the lines of them saying that he needs help or he needs to be taught something or whatever, not in a violent way, but you know what they mean by teaching this boy a lesson or two.
Because NBA is a part of the culture, so it's
but he got kicked. He
Yeah.
got kicked, but he'll come back. So it's like this. They see it as the NBA is a global brand. We know this. And with that being a global brand, they also have international stardom when they have stars from overseas come and play in the NBA. We can all agree here that the NBA is the most famous and most popular basketball league in the world. That's true.
That's
But
true.
here's my question that a lot of people just aren't getting. You got people from the United States that go overseas and play basketball. They go to China. They play in Mexico. They play in Italy. They play in other countries. What's the difference of our own people? What's the difference of our own people going overseas playing ball compared to people who are already overseas coming to the NBA to play? Like I said, the NBA is the best league, yes, but at the same time, and we're playing international competition, yes, but at the same time, it's still nonetheless a basketball league that's in America. So he did have a point. Technically, he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong technically.
How do you feel about it, Quan? Because you ain't talking.
Like you said, technically he won't wrong. Like, yeah, I get what he's saying, but I think what the NBA players see and like others, they see like the growth of the NBA, I guess you want to say, and how it's way more international than it's ever been. Like it's like over 160 plus international players in the NBA right now. So I feel like that's what they're getting at, that the fact that they are playing against each other every day, and no matter it being here or not, when they do the Olympics, like it switch places, like you know what I mean? Like it ain't always here. That's what the NBA players and them are saying. They play against each other as well, like so they can call the world champion. That's what they feel. If that's what they feel, if that's how the league sees it, because even NBA games are played, like in China and stuff like that. Like they're starting to do more games, out of the states. Like they'll even take games over there. So I don't know. I just feel like it's more global now. So I feel like that's what they're saying. But like I'm saying, he's not wrong. I get what he's saying.
If you took the NBA and had them play against they play against other countries during preseason, not during regular season. And being that they are a global marketed brand, they'll take some games and go and play in Mexico or go play in China somewhere or whatever. I get that, but at the end of the day, you can't say that you're a world champion unless you win a gold medal in the Olympics, or as of right now, the FIBA World Cup. They're gonna save that name as a FIBA World Cup champion or a Olympic champion. At the same time, you got to look at baseball, how they always say the College World Series or the World Series in the MLB, if they call it that. But they're not playing other countries either. So I don't understand it. I guess because of the global marketing that they do. They play international competition as far as players that come from overseas to play over here. I get that, but like Miami, who was in the finals last year? Miami Heat, which is in Miami, Florida. Denver Nuggets, which is in Denver, Colorado. Both teams that are both in the United States. Where's the world at? Okay, you had an international player who's also the MVP, or should I say the Finals MVP?
Yeah, the last two were international.
I get that.
Two MVPs.
Yeah, I
the
get
last
that.
Who
was it?
MVP.
Joel Embiid was last year? I might be wrong. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't do that much research. I could be
Jokic
wrong. Yeah, Joel Embiid was last year. Jokic was this year. Okay, two international players. Or was it Embiid this year, Jokic last year? That's what it was?
It was Jokic last year. This year that just went.
This past season, it was Embiid. Okay. Either
Embiid.
way.
Yeah, this past season.
All right, but those are players that came to the NBA. Now, put it this way, right? Stephon Marbury, a killer who was out in China. That dude was killing it in China. I think he won like 3 CBA championships. but do they call it the CBA
Something like
World
that, yeah.
Championship, or do they just call it CBA, or do they just call it the CBA
I
Championship
don't.
just because it's China?
And then think about the
Yeah,
Olympics when the USA basketball they do they shit. They select certain players. They don't take the whole entire league to the Olympics.
That's because in the Olympics you have to play for your actual home country, so that's a whole different thing. That's a different
yeah,
rule.
that's
But
a
like
football game.
again, Miami, Florida against Denver, Colorado. That is in the States. Now, if you want to say Miami, Florida against somebody somewhere in like I don't know, Toronto, Canada, or damn,
Toronto, they won the finals a
Toronto is
couple
in the
years
NBA
ago.
though. They did. Okay. There's that. Or if you want to say Denver Nuggets against somebody in China. I don't know. The Beijing Ducks against the Denver Nuggets. Now we can say world champion.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's actually two different countries, two different teams for two different countries playing each other. But I mean, hey, everybody's opinion is their own. KFC's new ad or recent ad done got themselves in a little controversy, the finger licking good campaign, because apparently the photos had black people eating the chicken.
And licking their fingers.
I mean, I don't know if it's and licking their fingers. I mean, ain't that what we do?
It is what we do. And at the same time,
Ain't that what we
everybody
do?
didn't they just put out that piece of the advertisement which caused the controversy. It was a whole entire like commercial with everybody from different races, ethnicities eating chicken, licking their fingers. It was the part that they put the black people at the forefront for that part that caused the controversy.
All I know is
And
I
the
know my
CEO,
black ass is
he
going to eat me some fried
apologized too.
chicken and lick. Look, my black ass is going to eat me some chicken and lick off my fingers. What you talking about? But I mean, being that the black folks was the one being picked to do that, I mean, I guess I could see where it's coming from instead of picking everybody else to do it. But I mean, hey,
and then we're in sensitive
I'm not going to be ashamed for eating chicken and licking my fingers afterwards.
Yeah,
we are in sensitive times, but I'm not going to take offense of me eating chicken, something that I've been doing my whole life, and licking my fingers after that. I mean, hey, yes. I bet you if Popeyes did it, nobody would have said nothing.
I don't eat KFC anyway. I gotta go to the bathroom every time I eat there.
I guarantee you, if Popeyes did it, nobody would have said shit.
Nasty KFC.
I mean, I eat both from time to time.
And what's up with these places that need dry biscuit? Why they be giving these dry ass biscuits? I'm tired of them shits. They be goddamn choking me. I need them to put some butter on it or something. This ain't gonna work.
At this point, it depends on where you get the food at. The restaurant, particularly the staff.
Exactly.
It's not so much the brand itself.
Listen, I love me some Popeyes biscuits. I love me some KFC biscuits. I'll still eat them. I'm just not going to eat them excessively to where I know I'm a choke. I'm gonna need some water after this.
I was about to say,
challenge a couple years ago where you eat
no Popeyes biscuit and not need nothing to drink. You're not finna eat no hardest biscuit.
Yeah, if you eat a biscuit, you don't get no drink, and something's wrong with you. You psychotic.
Yeah.
If you get a drink, if you don't get a drink with that biscuit, you are psychotic.
That's just like people who be eating hot wings without nothing to drink. They just be eating them shits.
Sometimes hot wings ain't hot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they shouldn't be called. They ain't put enough of that shit up there.
Hey yo, you know who still got the best biscuits that I've ever had? Maybe it's because I've limited myself to a few of these places, and maybe there's better biscuits elsewhere. But
gotta be Red Lobster.
Red Lobster's biscuits still top tier.
Yeah, nobody beating Red Lobster. No, you don't need nothing.
Ain't nobody beating them Red Lobster biscuits, my dude. Oh my god, in your mouth. I might want to go back out there. I ain't been into Red Lobster in so long. I will only go back for those biscuits.
Red Lobster got the biscuits. Then you want to talk about rolls, you got to goddamn go to Texas Roadhouse, because Texas Roadhouse got that butter. That shit good as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know we in different times too. Like, would y'all still consider going to Red Lobster a date?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. If I maybe it's different out here. If I ask a girl on a date and say we're going to Red Lobster, they probably might not think that's anything.
I feel like if me and you are having a night out and we consider to go out to eat together, it's a date. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Now, if you say McDonald's or something like that, like nigga, we just going to grab something to eat.
Nigga, now we just want to get something to eat, goddamn.
Yeah, that's it. We ain't going on no date to no damn McDonald's. That's not a date.
If I hang out with a girl and we go to McDonald's or Burger King, we're not exclusive, bro. That was a hoe date. That's a cheap ass hoe date.
Red
We give
Lobster,
us a
you sit
$5
down,
biggie.
and that shit is kind of pricey sometimes. But yeah, that's still a date. It's a nice establishment. If they don't consider that a date, they want too much.
I'm not even going to cap. I feel like it depends on, because like I said, we're in different times. Like a lot of people get their date ideas from TikTok or even IG Reels, and there's a lot of videos that talk about these new places that's been made, and some of these new places they just be on this big, they just be on the wave because people saw it on TikTok. So it's either a hangout or a date, and some of these places don't even be as big as what Red Lobster was. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things differently.
I don't know. I'm different. It's levels to it. Like it's levels to the relationship. As time goes on, I do bigger shit. Like I'm not
Pink
just gonna
Taco.
be dating
Pink
you
Taco
for 1
is a
month and we
spot.
go to
Yeah.
out of town somewhere. No, I gotta see how you are first.
Before Crumble Cookie was even a thing,
Right.
I guarantee you, once it finally hit TikTok, all the girls is gonna go to their boyfriends and talk about, oh, let's go to Crumble Cookie. Take me to Crumble Cookie. That
My
sounds
first
like a
time finding
motherfucking day
Crumble
date to
Cookie
me.
was to my neighbor.
Before that, it was Sweet Frog and Cold Stone.
Insomnia Cookies still is better than me.
If I had to choose Insomnia over Crumble Cookie, I would choose Insomnia.
Insomnia Cookies is definitely better than, because it's like they're
They
well
come warm.
cooked, they're well done, they come warm, while Crumble Cookie still feels like half the dough ain't even baked yet.
That's true.
The only thing that Crumble Cookie has on Insomnia is that every week they come out with random made up creative flavors that nobody's ever heard of, or flavors that they've never thought would be mixed together. Let us switch gears on a more sour note. Just, earlier this week, if not late last week, there was a crime that happened in Jacksonville, Florida, a shooting that happened by the Dollar General. 3 people were killed by a racist person on a whole rampage before he ended up taking his own life. Now, there is an article out that brought up some details about it. Like, here's what we know. Maybe a lot of people already know of these details, and there's probably some that may not know. So we are going to present that for the one time. All right, so here's what we know. Suspect went to a historically black campus and another store beforehand.
Yep, and he was stopped by the security guard.
Yep, he was stopped by the security guard and all that. The suspect pulled into a Family Dollar store, blah, 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 blah. He stopped at Edward Waters University in Newtown, a predominantly black area of Jacksonville, where the sheriff said the suspect put on a bulletproof vest. A TikTok video captured him getting dressed, and the student flagged down campus security when they saw the shooter because he looked out of place. Well, you're in a black area, and here's the man over here. His name is Ryan Christopher Palmeter, all white, and you're on a black campus. You are definitely out of place.
Yeah.
So we definitely spotted that from a mile away.
And then you got on armor. You put in
and you got
combat clothes.
Armor. What else do we know? That might be a different thing, but how the carnage unfolded. Okay, at 1:08 p.m., the gunman shot into a black Kia at the nearby Dollar General parking lot and killed whoever was in the car. I guess that. Oh, so so a man died and a 4-year-old. Maybe a 4-year-old was there, and the father was one of the victims. All right, that's pretty much what it was. That father was one of the victims. So one of Gallian's relatives, Sabrina Rozier, said the grieving family doesn't know how to tell the 4-year-old daughter that her father is never coming home. It's hurtful. I thought racism was behind us, and evidently it's not. Let me just say this real quick. As much as I hate it, like everybody else does, I thought racism was behind us. Racism will never go away.
It's not going nowhere.
It's never going away. Don't think that shit is out the window, bro.
Racism has been a thing since the beginning of time, since whatever we were taught in history.
Or behind doors, the shit's always like.
And it may not be as prominent, but it's there.
Yeah, it may not be as prominent. And every year we keep getting these news reports on black killings from racists, and then some of the responses that we get don't even be accurate or don't even be fair compared to if there was a white death that happened and what would be done with that victim. You see what I'm saying? So as much as I hate to pull the race card and how, you know what I'm saying, we hope that racism ends, it's never going to end. And one of the main reasons why is because the families and everybody that was around that time during the deep racist, you know, eras, a lot of that has been instilled in the families. So imagine a racist family, their great grandparents were racist, that instilled it into the next generation, that instilled it into the next generation, that's still instilling it into the current generation. It's not going to go away.
And it's like only one or two of them that be like standing against it. And they'd be shunned.
If racism was behind us, the Black Lives Matter campaign would still not be going. Moving on, though, how the carnage unfolded. I wish it was gone, though. Don't get me wrong, but let's be real. It's still here, and we're still fighting it. Only thing we can do,
we can continue to protest.
Even the protests don't even do much. It's cool to see, but like, what does that do?
That's what I'm saying. We can continue to do all that, but at the end of the day, you can't change nobody, man.
I mean, our protests.
Just like you can't change the world.
2020. We set the world on fire.
We had a few. I remember there was some in Baltimore that happened in 2020, and man, it was all over the place. Gunshot into a black Kia, killed car, then entered the store and fatally shot another person. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Legier. Others fled out the back exit of the store, followed by the suspect. Seconds later, he then came back inside and shot at the security cameras. They said the guns were purchased legally. So they were legal firearms. He must have had a license to carry. The shooter had no criminal arrest history, and it appears he legally purchased the two firearms earlier this year. The shooter was the subject of a 2017 law enforcement call under the state's Baker Act, which allows people to be involuntarily detained and subject to an examination for up to 72 hours during a mental health crisis. Waiters did not provide details on what led to the Baker Act call in that case, but said normally a person who has been detained under the act is not eligible to purchase firearms. The killings happened on or near key anniversaries. Saturday's tragedy happened exactly 5 years after a mass shooting in downtown Jacksonville at a Madden video game tournament. Crazy. It also took place on the same weekend as the 63rd anniversary of Axe Hammer Saturday. What sucks about the gun thing is that you have states coming up that are taking away, what do I want to say? You have states that are allowing free carry now. So if you're letting people free carry the gun, imagine what they're going to do if they crazy.
Yeah, that's
free carry. We're going to see more and more shooting stories, and unfortunately, they're not going to stop.
It opens a lot of opportunities. After a while, somebody's going to get in the office that's going to have everybody required to have mental fucking tests before they get a gun.
I don't know, because they're not going to mentally test anybody or mentally examine anybody. They only do that or make up something when certain someone's of a certain color do some crazy shit.
That's when they're crazy.
But let it be one of these. Let it be one of these. It's automatic.
Man,
you're a criminal.
We can't even breathe the wrong way.
Yeah, you knew what you're doing.
All right, so now we're going to switch gears and put this on a more positive note. It's actually kind of creative in my eyes. Finish this line for me, y'all. If you see me and you trying to see what's up,
Ski, you want to fuck with me and I'm on stuff.
All right, now check this out. Check this out. This is why I bring this up. I don't know if y'all saw this, but there's a elementary school teacher who has a way of catching her students' attention. Now, before I even play this, y'all remember back in elementary school, your teachers be like, if you hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. Y'all ever had those? Or what was the method a teacher used for y'all in elementary school? Students is just keep talking, and now all of a sudden the teacher wants your attention.
Mine used to say namaste, and we all get quiet.
Okay. I remember when I used to live in Cali, took trips to the YMCA, and the only way them YMCA employees wanted our attention, they would be like dun 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 dun, dun and then we would go dun dun, because now once we all collectively say it, we all got each other's attention.
Yeah.
So
and then that clap one and that clap two. Yeah, they definitely did
if you
that.
can hear my voice, clap once. If you hear my voice, clap twice. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me, or something like that.
Yeah.
But
that one too.
yeah. There is a teacher, a 5th grade teacher, that decided to use that Sexyy Red line as a creative way to capture her students' attention. Check this out. God damn, she fine too.
Lord
How
have
I get
mercy.
If you see me and you trying to if your pencil sharpened, if you're ready to
That's just so serious. I gotta play it again.
How I get my students.
if you see me and you trying to see what's up, if your pencil sharpened,
It's the head down.
if you're ready to go to science.
Seriously.
Hey, I only know black people that do that.
Okay.
So what do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of that? Or what do you think of that?
I think that bringing culture into the classroom is just wonderful. It needs to be relevant. And you see that's what the kids' mind is right now. So if you bring outside into the school and you twist it around and make it positive, I mean, you can go far. Then that's less negative, like on Sexyy Red, if you think about it.
Okay. Quan,
That's
did you see
bringing
the video
positivity to her
as I was
too.
playing it?
You said, what's up?
You saw the video as I was playing it?
Nah, this shit keep kicking me out, bro.
All right, here, I'm gonna play it one more time just so you see
That's
it.
why he looking up to the ceiling like that. He got his chin up.
Hey, y'all remember what happened to me last episode? I was pissed.
Ooh, yeah. Baby, we calling you the glitch.
All right, hold on.
You done moved that shit over to me.
All right, here you go.
My students' attention.
All right, hold on. Here you go.
How I get my students' attention.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up,
Oh man.
if your pencil sharpened, if you're ready to go to science.
Hey, I just got one question real quick. Where the hell was them teachers when I was in school?
No, for real.
Where the hell were them fine ass teachers when I was in school? I had the old heads.
Baby, you got to go to school down south.
And then
Old
if I
teachers are
did
mean.
see a fine young woman that was teaching, she was a sub that I would only see maybe twice in a whole month.
She probably was at other
Man,
schools.
man.
Times change, man.
So Keely gave her thoughts already about that method because that was a creative way to catch your students' attention. What
I
do you
mean,
think,
yeah,
Quan?
you gotta go what's in. Like, you know, kids always know what's in. They the ones that, you know, keep the shit going. So just kind of get into their method, not too much into it, because you know some of the shit not really good. You know what I'm saying, or not appropriate. Yeah. So
That's the thing though, because I would look at the comments. I saw this everywhere. I saw this on Twitter X, I saw this on Instagram, I saw this on TikTok. And my opinion, when I first saw it, I kind of liked it. I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of clever, kind of creative. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. Like I ain't even mad at it. But there are a lot of adults and parents who were in the comments saying they would never, because obviously we all know who Sexyy Red is. We know the kind of music she makes.
yeah,
That is completely inappropriate for 5th grade
you
kids.
can't even click
kids
on
in general.
Twitter post. Don't want to post it public. You want to?
Yeah. See, you can't even click on the Twitter post because you go down and replies. You might see something that you don't want your kid to see.
I don't know how that started, but her comments is crazy. Like I'm like, yo, I can't even.
Because they don't want their kids to know about certain things. Like, why should they even know about that? I get it. That is not an appropriate song, but she only used that one line. At the
Yeah.
same time, there are kids who are smart enough to go
Yeah,
on the
but
computer.
Mhm.
Hold on, let
yeah,
me
I'm
just say
about to
this.
say
There are
you still got those smart kids that can
yeah, that's what I was
go
ready to
look
say.
and
You still
find
got
out who it is.
Yep,
yeah.
and it's all over the place.
It's all over the place. They can easily go on
They be on
YouTube or Google that exact line and
it,
listen
bro.
to the whole song from start to
They
finish.
really,
Watch the video. Next thing you know, they mama is gonna grab them by the what? But
Yep,
then
it's different
again,
parenting
I'm about
styles
to say,
though. It's different parents.
exactly different parents. You still got those strict parents that'll tell them to turn
yeah,
it off, but then you got those other parents that if those kids find that song and they play it, at first they're gonna be like, "What you know about that song?" And then they're gonna start dancing with them with it. Like,
yeah.
okay, now
Uh-huh.
you trying to be
Hmm.
a parent, you trying to be your daughter's homegirl for real instead of being her mama. You know she ain't supposed to be listening to that song.
Yep, but then it's edited and then it's unedited.
It don't matter. They can find both.
I know. That's what I said. It's just it's all over the place, and it's
And
different parenting
then
styles.
you can
Yeah.
find the edited version,
And that's
but she only made one music video for that song. And if you put the edited version over the music video itself is still inappropriate anyway. So there's no escaping it.
But in all,
because you
it
can
was still
also put
clever.
in perspective, you can put in perspective that technology are way higher now. Like the kids, all they got to do is type in the line that the teacher say, and that's how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
anything, they got to watch what they do. Is basically what I'm saying.
They
Because
might not even type the
all
line.
they
They're
got
just
to do
gonna
is
type in
anything.
ski. That's all they gotta type.
Yeah, and it'll pop. That's all you got
They
to
can
type.
they
So
can even
yeah,
True.
misspell
they
it
just
and they'll
got to
still find
be.
it.
That's true. It'll
Yeah,
just be SKYE.
That's all they gotta do. They'll misspell it and still find it. Now, listen, I'm not mad at the teacher. That was clever.
No, that was clever.
It makes me think if I was a teacher, what line would I use? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I would probably, if this was like 2014, I would probably use a J. Cole line. You want to know what line I would use?
Which one?
I would say hands in the air now. I don't know if that would work, but I don't know. That's the only one I could think of.
It probably would. You just have to guide
I
them
would have
into it.
them. I'm gonna need them to like repeat that to me though.
Mm-hmm.
Hands in the air now, and then they will say hands in the air, but then their hands will be in the air. Why would I need their hands in the air?
But they would know that that's gathering their attention,
Yeah, I,
and
yeah,
then you would just get to
that probably wouldn't work. That would look kind of weird because then their hands will be in the air, and why would their hands be in the air? Why? There's no reason for their hands to be in the air.
Oh
I
Lord.
don't know. What other line would I do? What other line would I use? It would have to be from today. So that's why that I can't think of no other line. That was that was clever. Like I can't think of no other line from today that I would use on kids.
Yep, because Sexy Red is embedded in the minds right now.
That
Mm-hmm.
and because look, let me say this first of all. I hope people do not think that ski yeet is becoming a thing because of Sexy Red. I used to scream out ski yeet when I was in high school. Like the fellas, whenever one of the fellas would walk into the room or we walk in the gym or whatever, ski yeet. That's what we used to do.
Oh man, there must be like over there type thing because I ain't never heard of that before.
Okay, so it's definitely so. I don't want to say that it's just the East Coast thing because I live in the East Coast and that's where I heard it from the first time. But nah, bro, I used to scream that shit since high school, maybe even middle school. Ain't no way people are just now finding out about that call. But hey, I don't know nothing. Maybe it's just out here and not over there, and then in anywhere else. But now it's everywhere.
Hold on. Matter of fact, that's the same shit you call like in Arkansas for the pigs and shit.
Now that I did, now that I didn't know. I knew it was a calling, but I didn't know it was for no damn pigs.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's I'm like, I ain't never heard nobody just say it like
Okay.
for no slang or nothing.
Hey, it's a slang term now. It's a slang call, and now
Or like for
everybody's
football,
yeah. We'll say for football. I don't know. We'll say for football. We'll say for anything. To be
Razorbacks.
honest. True.
Hmm.
But growing up, for me, It was always a thing every
That
day.
just popped up in my mind.
Every day, and it would be so random to like we will. I remember one time I think somebody said it so random in a sentence where he was like, "Oh snap, man! Somebody's outside. I'm about to go ski." We would literally use it in a sentence.
But what does that even mean, though?
It can mean anything that you put it to. I don't know.
But what did he mean in that instant? You don't even know, do you?
In an instant, I'm about to go ski, meaning he about to go step. He about to go. I don't know.
Who the hell is Raymond Santana? Because I know who Delicious is, and she is way skinnier than before. She looks totally different.
Let me do a little research right quick because I don't know who Raymond Santana even was, but
I feel bad if you see this because
I do recognize his face a little bit. I don't know why, but they're saying on Google that he's a actor and a film producer. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. Mind you, I never heard of him until recently. Google has him on as he did spend 5 years in prison.
he is exonerated. He's one of the exonerated 5.
Yeah, the exonerated 5, and he spent 5 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. I do remember the exonerated 5. I just forgot about him and everybody else. It's been a long time, so my bad. I should have did more research. My bad. But yeah, he spent.
It's the fact that I do know who this is, but
like
I didn't know that he was married to Delicious.
I remember the face. I just don't remember where I remember the face from. So yeah, so he's part of the exonerated 5, and he spent 5 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. He got out. I don't know when the fuck he married Delicious ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell?
But I mean,
there's when that there. Netflix movie came out, they was, all over the place and seen. So was that
what was it called? What was it called again? The Netflix movie. If it's what I think it is, but I don't want to say it and be wrong. When they see us. When they see us.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
Yeah,
I got it because I remember when that came out. I remember everybody talking about it and everything. I just never.
That movie had me crying.
It's just one of those things where it was so long ago. Even though it was like 2-3 years ago, I want to say 3-4 years. When they see us come out.
What movie?
When they see us.
Oh, all right.
I'm a miniseries. It wasn't even that shit came out in 2019. Goddamn, and it's still on Netflix too.
That movie is so moving, it'll never come off of Netflix.
I'm not even tripping. You know how when they said limited series, I thought they was gonna take it off after that.
I think the series just mean that they're not making no seasons for
a lot of episodes.
It's how it was made into those episodes.
I can't believe that just sat in the back burner of my head because that's crazy. But
I just wouldn't picture him with Delicious. That's what it is.
I don't even know how that even became a thing, but they're not even married anymore, so we can definitely throw that in the past. But apparently somebody wanted to bring that up again because here he is on Instagram talking about it with it's on site Instagram, but I don't know who this dude is up top. Raymond Santana, Whitehead 365.
He was married to Sierra, the one out for Love and Hip Hop, and I think they got. I don't
even remember what she looked like. I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in so long.
She don't even look like herself, so you wouldn't even know.
A lot of them don't look like herself. Look at K Michelle. K Michelle don't even look like herself anymore.
No, not at all.
Anyways, as we see here, exonerated 5, Raymond Santana says, although he knew ex-wife Delicious was cheating, the true bad blood started when she would call the police on him and try to take him to court for his money and car. Let's hear what this dude got to say.
Damn, that's crazy.
I hate when Instagram does this.
But I started to see the behavior started to change. I started to see the shift in the energy. And so I knew that person was no longer with me, right? And so, I confronted that, I confronted my partner. I confronted her several times. And I said, look, I see it. You're not here no more. You just have to be real with yourself.
Right. Is this what you want to do? Are you
And
ready for this?
And so, then came with, we had the conversation. We actually sat down, and because I knew already that I was being cheated on. I already knew there was infidelity in the marriage. I never, no matter what they said about me, I never cheated, right? I never cheated. I never stepped outside of my marriage. And there was a lot of people that was in this circle who were there. They know the truth. And so at the end of the day, when you decide that you don't want to be a part of it no more, I gotta accommodate. Right. I'm an understanding person. I know what it's like to be in a struggle. I know what it's like to come from hard times. I know what it's like to fight, to be a fighter. And if this ain't for you, then it's just not for you. But it still has to move forward. And so for me, it wasn't no bad blood that we decided to go our separate ways. Right? It wasn't. It became bad blood when when you start calling the police on me, right? When you try to call the police on me, when you take me to court, because now you think that you're entitled to some of my money, or you think that I owe you something, right? And this is all documented. I don't got to lie. There was an actual court date. It's all documented. There's a police report. There's all that. And so now, when you decide that you want to go your separate way, and you want to go be who you want to be, I can't stop that. I gotta let you go. And so, and then it just gets bad, because then it's like I said, I had to go to court. I had to go to court, and I had to, because she wanted my car, she wanted money. She thought she was entitled to certain things. And the judge had to tell her, no, you're not entitled to nothing, because all this was established before you got here. So you're not entitled to anything. And then the tactics changed from that to when I became a narcissist, a cheater, and a liar.
They always go to that, and it's just like I always say it takes two to tango, but the first, it takes one to know one. Word is always thrown out so free and so fast, it's not even funny.
I was ready to say, is a minute that long?
Nah, for real, that was a long video.
They was having
damn.
Whole I thought we was watching a podcast, goddamn.
For real though. But okay, let me say this. I've had my fair share of crazy women. I've had my fair share on stupid situations I never thought I'd be in. But I will point this out, because I know a lot of ladies are going to do it too. I know the man has been married before, Delicious, cheated on her, on him, so you can say karma came back to bite him and all the other stuff. Okay, I just wanted to get that out the way, just so we can didn't feel any remorse for this man, because what I'm saying,
like, I swear
they believe they want the worst, they want hell on this man.
they're gonna call that karma.
But this motherfucker, you married Delicious, a contestant on Flavor of Love back in 2000. Fucking that, you know it. What?
Your shit been skipping for a minute, man.
You think nothing was gonna happen? Like, come on.
You could barely get your sentence.
Well, I might not have that same reaction if I had a woman cheat on me. I don't even know what to say. Like I said, I've had my fair share of dealing with crazies and crazy situations. But after hearing that, Quan, since you're still here, I don't know what.
I'm here, but you keep skipping out. So like,
yeah, like a lot.
So like a lot of what you said was like, and you're stuck.
I'm not stuck. I like, y'all couldn't hear me?
No, you wasn't saying nothing. You was stuck in translation.
Yeah, for like a good 2 minutes, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
Who's trying to get your attention? But are you frozen?
No, I'm just staying still.
You got the virus back.
Nah, he's stuck like what's the name? Mr. Evil. Hi.
Y'all can see me in motion.
Yeah, I can see your emotion now.
Okay, I don't even know what y'all heard.
Not a damn thing.
Do I have to say the whole thing again?
If it'll let you.
I mean, that's up to you.
Okay, y'all heard me when I said about him cheating on his ex-wife, and it could have been.
It stopped, but we did hear that he cheated on his wife before
Yeah,
Delicious.
he cheated on
This is
his-
considered
yeah.
karma.
Yeah, that's what we gonna say. Man,
And
what?
every time I start, it won't let me.
It won't.
This thing kicking your ass right now. Hey, it's been kicking me out the whole time. So
Y'all heard what I said when I mentioned about.
No.
Yo!
You trying to say it faster so he can get through it. That shit said.
Yo, you are funny. Oh my god.
You trying, my man.
I tried talking fast this time. You heard what I said when I said mention his karma for messing with it, for cheating on his ex-wife, and then Delicious came and cheated on him. That may have been his karma. Did y'all hear that part?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Delicious is a contestant from Flavor of Love from back in 2007. What do you expect from her?
Yeah.
That girl was getting torn down from Flavor Flav old ass.
Yeah, I feel like that probably was another opportunity.
Hey, she just trying to get herself back into the limelight, and I don't know what else he expected, to be honest.
Because
y'all go ahead and speak your thoughts on the video, because I can't talk apparently.
I just don't think
Go ahead, y'all.
He should have expected anything else, because you got to know who you with. And it seemed like he knew, like he said, he knew he was getting cheated on. But I personally would never understand why people sit there and just let it happen. Like, whether you want to be there or not, like, at least like just say something. Like, you telling us how I know what's happening. Like, so why not say nothing? Why not try to fix it? Or if like, don't just sit there, let shit happen. Shit's weird.
yeah. Because you cheat on me, you get about just somebody else. Like, you was never for me, for real. So you could just go and be with them. And I feel like it was an opportunity. Like, when the Netflix documentary movie came out or whatever on Netflix, that brought like a lot of popularity to the Exonerated Five. And like, it went for a long time, and like people were giving them endorsements and things like that, and trying to give them their reparations for the stuff that they went through, and that can bring a lot of attention. That's
all people want. That's all people want.
So and he could have been looking with his eyes more than using his brain.
That it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we are past the time, so we're going to have to end it off right there. At least.
What?
At least my difficulties happened at the end.
No, for real. It wasn't that bad like last time.
Whole time.
Yeah, it was really on Quan. Hopefully that shit don't happen to me though. He's still stuck. Damn shame.
I'm still trying to figure out how episode 3 caught episode 2 in like what, 2 days? Maybe 1.
I don't know, but we could talk about that a whole nother time. Before this thing starts glitching out on me again. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to pick this up. Hopefully more people come, or we'll get the whole team or whatever. Today y'all got half of us, but I mean it is what it is. But y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know where to find us at. This will be up the day it goes up. This is the Young and Ignant podcast. My Wi-Fi is tripping now.
My boy back stuck again. Damn. But yeah, we're closing out, guys. It was nice Thanks for listening.
We'll see
Tuning
y'all
in.
next time. It's the Young Idiot Podcast.
We out.